We all know that we can treat a bacterial disease by either stopping the growth or by killing the bacteria. Well, fluoroquinolones are antibiotics that are capable of doing both. They have both bacteriostatic and bactericidal action. We will go into the detailed mechanism a little bit later. Now, as their name indicates, they belong to the family of quinolones, and they contain a fluorine atom, which is why they're called fluoroquinolones. They possess that fluorine atom at the position C6, and various substitutions on basic quinolone structure yields fluoroquinolones. Now, these are man-made broad-spectrum antibiotics. Over 10,000 fluoroquinolone analogs have been synthesized, including several with wide clinical applications. Now, the commonly used fluoroquinolones include ciprofloxacin, levofloxacin, moxifloxacin, norfloxacin, and oflofloxacin. Well, you can obviously remember all of these by the suffix floxacin. These are always fluoroquinolones, with a few exceptions if they occur in the future. Now, the continued use of fluoroquinolones have been observed to lead to the development of resistance in bacteria. But most of the newer fluoroquinolones in use today typically offer a greater efficacy and a broader spectrum of antimicrobial activity. And they have a better safety profile than their predecessors. Fluoroquinolones may be classified into generations based on their antimicrobial targets. Now, the non-fluorinated quinolone, nalidixic acid, is considered to be first generation, which has a very narrow spectrum of antibiotic activity. Then we have ciprofloxacin and norfloxacin, which are considered to be second generation because of their activity against aerobic gram-negative and atypical bacteria. Now, in addition to these fluoroquinolones exhibit significant intracellular penetration, allowing therapy for infections in which a bacterium spends a part or all of its life cycle inside a host cell. For example, chlamydia, mycoplasma, and mycobacteria. Now, levofloxacin is classified as a third generation because of its increased activity against gram-positive bacteria. And lastly, the fourth generation includes only moxifloxacin because of its activity against anaerobic and gram-positive organisms. Now let's move forward in this lecture as we study more about fluoroquinolones. We will explore its mechanism of action, resistance, pharmacokinetics, and adverse effects of these antibiotics. So let's move ahead and study all about fluoroquinolones.